An entrepreneur is nothing if they are not also a catalyst. If you can't light the touch paper for your ideas, then they will never get off the ground. A catalyst is an ideas sparker. They are creative and often fearless. Like a strong flavour of cheese, you should never put a catalyst next to a milder flavour of cheese, as they will always change the flavour of the weaker. Therefore, a catalyst can walk into a space and transform it with their presence. Catalysts are also brilliant advisors, business owners, teachers, bosses, but rarely good employees, not because they can't do the job, but because they often tell their boss how to do theirs. Better, much better than the boss could actually see for themselves. So, what is it that makes a catalyst? Well, catalysts are born rather than developed, but anyone can use catalyst skills to come up with brilliant ideas and get them off the ground. So, catalyst skill number 1. Become an improv artist. Catalysts are improvisation artists. They see the humour in everything and can bounce comedy around in the same way that they bounce brilliant ideas. For example, you can say, "I have a gun," and a normal person might say, "No, you've got 2 fingers." A catalyst would jump into the game spontaneously and have the capacity to play a vital part in being able to create fun and bounce around with ideas. Inspiration comes from fun, not fear. If you're worried, then you are not going to come up with a brilliant idea. Any idea that you come up with when you're worried is really not likely to be brilliant. Catalyst skill number 2, think like a scientist. Scientists are also catalysts. Rather than seeing half a dozen times that they've tried something that didn't work as failing, they see it in the process of making the final product perfect. They never see a setback, and they never let anything get in their way of finishing off. Catalyst skill number 3, be creative. Catalysts are right brain thinkers. They have a left brain skill for analysing, but they see situations as a whole rather than seeing them in parts. They believe that there is a better way of doing everything, even if things have been done before and working well for years. This skill is a blend of creativity with inspirational thinking. Catalyst skill number 4, don't deliberate, just do it. Catalysts don't get taster pots. They just put the paint on the wall rather than wondering whether or not this colour will suit. If they slap the paint on the wall and it doesn't look right, they will just work with it, perhaps adding a border, tweaking it somehow, or really wallpaper over it if it gets really bad. Catalysts are not great at making business plans, but somehow they run successful businesses anyway. Catalyst skill number 5, know your own strengths. A catalyst knows where their skills are best used. They rarely spend their time in the day-to-day running order of a business, driving the business forward and creating the next super successful idea is what they are all about. They don't get drowned in the drudgery of outsourcing anything else which drains their time. It allows them to be able to be clear and delegate work to the right people. Okay, so now for the small print. Catalysts are loved by some, but hated by others. Without realising it, they shine their light onto what is not working. Some people feel blessed to have met a catalyst and are quick to make those changes, while others are not ready to make the shift and feel aggrieved. Our world needs catalysts, now probably more than ever. So who cares if they ruffle a few feathers?